Good morning, BELEN. I'm Benjamin Kier.
And I'm Louis Elias, and welcome to this edition of WBLN in the Middle for March 2nd, 2018.
Go big or go home is not just a phrase for some kids. Raul Rodriguez has more.
Go big or go home is not an option for the kids at Youth in Action Fitness. It's an attitude. The motto at Action Fitness is, the only disability is an attitude, putting this mentality in every kid, not just by working out, but by having fun. Iris Vesiana started Youth in Action to combine two of her passions, fitness and working with kids with special needs.
Youth in Action is a fitness facility for kids and young adults with special needs, and pretty much we do a lot of CrossFit workouts, a lot of powerlifting workouts, fitness-related obstacle courses, fitness games, and the sessions run about an hour.
For some athletes, the gym has become a second home and it has changed their confidence and for some, their own self-image.
The first day, he absolutely loved the place. He loved working out. He loved the idea of building muscle.
Some athletes even compete in heavy weightlifting competitions and train at the gym. This becomes something that certain kids look forward to and work hard for.
So other than just our fitness classes, we also have a Special Olympics powerlifting competition team. They were actually just competing last week and they did amazing. So that's also something that our athletes can look forward to doing.
This gym means everything to these kids. It has changed their whole lives. Now, them and their families can dream big, one workout at a time.
Thank you, Raul. Mr. Pena's Legal Systems and Concept class visited the Miami-Dade courthouse to hear a state court case and tour the historic landmark. The tour included seeing courtroom 6-1, where Al Capone and Giuseppe Zangara were tried in the 1930s. Judge Peter Lopez of the 11th Judicial Circuit hosted his courtroom to hear an opening argument in a civil case involving the city of Homestead and a resident.
In national news, it looks like the Trump family is being investigated. Sources say that the U.S. counterintelligence officials are scrutinizing one of Ivanka Trump's international business deals. A current and former U.S. official said the FBI is looking into negotiations and financing surrounding the Trump International Hotel and Tower in Vancouver. The $360 million project attracts foreign buyers, but it's unclear why officials are looking into this particular deal. The probe comes after Ivanka is trying to get full security clearance in her role as advisor to her father, President Donald Trump. It's part of the standard procedure required for background checks, but it could end up being a hurdle for the first daughter, whose husband, Jared Kushner, is also being looked into by the FBI. A spokesperson for Ivanka's Ethics Council denies any red flags or problems have been raised regarding their clearance applications. The FBI declined to comment.
On Wednesday, the Security Council of the United Nations discussed the crisis in Syria. Syria's representative says that terrorists are in control of eastern Ghouta and need to lay down their arms.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Syrian government is committed more than any other party to protecting its citizens across Syria. In this regard, the Syrian government has taken all necessary measures to protect its citizens and to respond to the attacks of terrorist groups from eastern Ghouta. We have sought to protect these civilians from these terrorists by establishing a humanitarian corridor to ensure their exit from eastern Ghouta. We announced this humanitarian corridor only hours after the adoption of Resolution 2401. We announced this corridor to ensure their safety in cooperation with our friends and allies in Russia. And we have provided them with shelter, food, medicine, and medical care, at the expense of the Syrian government, by the way, not at the expense of OCHA. We have also called on members of the armed groups to lay down their weapons and to cease their terrorist activities inside residential areas and to engage in national reconciliation efforts.
Hey guys, here's your scoop for today. Well, it's finally here. It's opening night of this year's musical, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Here's Marco Stellos with this week's Showbiz Spotlight.
Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame is ready to take center stage at the Roca Theater. The cast of the spring musical has been in rehearsal for months and ready to showcase its hard work for audiences. Performances are March 2nd, 3rd, 9th, and 10th at 7:30 p.m. Matinee performances will be on March 4th at 3 p.m. and March 10th at 2 p.m. Mr. Perdura, a veteran actor and teacher, is marking his 11th production at the Nation Center as director.
Well, talking about how I felt how the show was going to come out, I always thought it was going to be a wonderful performance and an incredible show, because I know I had the talent in place and I had all of the people that I really needed, both as the leading characters and in the supporting characters. And having a live orchestra and having an amazing crew around me, both in sound and in lighting, I always knew it would be a fantastic show. My only concern was the time. We only had 7 weeks to put this show up, and we really did put it up. It's an incredible show, and we did it in 7 weeks. Now that says a lot about the young men and the young women in the show. They've really worked extremely hard. They have given their time, they have given their effort, and it really shows on stage. And I really hope everyone comes out to see the show, because I really feel this is going to be one of the best shows that we've done here at BELEN.
Thank you, Marcos. Now stay with us after these messages for weather and sports.
What's going on, Wolverines? Like you see behind me, it's mostly clear today, but we are expecting a slight chance of rain at the end of the day. And now let's check out today's weather. We're gonna have highs of 88, lows of 66. Humidity is gonna be at 58%. Winds at 11 miles per hour, partly cloudy. Precipitation is gonna be at 20% today. And let's check out the next 3 days. It's gonna be sunny for pretty much the rest of the weekend. Highs of 79 Saturday. It's going to be the same thing on Sunday pretty much. And on Monday, we have highs of 76, lows of 61. So it's going to be a little bit more chilly, and that's your next 3 days.
In sports today, the varsity baseball team will host Seekers at 3:30 p.m. The varsity water polo team will be playing in the Wildcat Invitational being held in Orlando Friday and Saturday. The varsity wrestling team will be participating in state championships up in Orlando. The JV and volleyball team play at Columbus. Game time is 6 and 7:15 p.m. The varsity track and field team will be participating in the Sam Burnley meet, but been held at Tropical Park. Competition is set for Friday and Saturday. On Saturday, the middle school Gold baseball team will host Florida Christian. Game time is 10 a.m. The JV and varsity lacrosse teams will be hosting Barron Collier. JV plays at 2 p.m. and varsity plays at 4 p.m. The ACC will be conducting their soccer playoffs. Both the BELEN and Gold teams will be participating in the tournament. The varsity baseball team plays at Cypress Bay. Game time is 2 p.m. Now that's all for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Make sure to keep up with us on Instagram or Twitter for the latest news and updates. Well, that's all your news for today. Once again, I'm Benjamin Kier.
And I'm Louis Elias.
And we'll see you next time on WBLN in the Middle.